Hello everybody and welcome along to an unusual video for me. No, this is not a sailing video, something a little bit different. I'm sitting here, this is live, recorded today in actual fact and posted today as well. I'm sitting here in beautiful Port Macquarie as we make our way back down the south coast of Australia. I know that you've just seen the Laurelton Bar crossing, which was exciting to say the least. There is a lot more and a lot more bizarre stuff to come your way, guaranteed, so stay tuned to that. But on the way up, I had a few questions from people that I've met along the way, and in particular Sailor Ray has asked a question, and I thought I might do a video on this. I've got my trusty little iPad here with me, and I'll show you some screenshots and a video from that in just a moment. It's about my AIS. I haven't got AIS on this boat, and yet if you go on Marine Traffic, you'll see Phoenix making its way up and down the coast. AIS is a fantastic thing. It's so other boats know not just what vessel you are, but the speed you're travelling, where you're heading to, and more importantly, it will notify you of the potential of collisions. You can set parameters so that if a boat's going to come within 400 feet of me, 500 feet of me, a mile of me, it'll give you a warning message to let you know, which is invaluable at night. I don't have the money to buy one of the fancy AIS systems, which is fantastic because they connect up to your chart plotter and they'll show you on your chart plotter. But there is an alternative for those that have a smaller boat or don't have the finances for AIS to be able to run AIS systems. Now, before I show you this, let me tell you, I've got no connection with this group that make this app. I don't know who they are. I don't know how they got permission to do it or whatever. All I know is it's there, it works, it's for free. I've converted a lot of sailors across to it that don't have AIS, and for those that are thinking of doing overnight passages, from a safety perspective, it's an absolute must. So let's go down to the iPad and have a look. Now, in the top left-hand corner, you'll see a blue icon that says On Course. That is the app that I use. This is how it works. You sign up to an account, which is free. There is a paid version, but you connect up to it, fill in your details of your boat, launch the system. By the way, you don't need an MMSI number for this. If you don't already have an MMSI number, well, they're free. You can get it. Only takes a couple of days. You can do it online. But if you don't, this will automatically assign you one. However, you can only use it with this app. So that's the catch-22. So I simply hit start sailing. As you can see on this particular screen, it's got Laurelton already set in. I put in a custom time for my arrival. I select whether I'm underway, at anchor, whatever the case may be, and I simply hit start sailing. Now I'll do it just for fun's sake, and you'll see how it comes up. Okay, it'll automatically connect up, and your voyage you can share with friends, etc., etc. Takes a few moments. It operates off your mobile data, so if you've got mobile data on your iPad, I don't. I hotspot it to my mobile phone, and as you can see, it's showing us sitting right in the middle of Port Macquarie at the moment. Now, any other vessels that have AIS will automatically come up on this system. Now, reliability-wise, I've got to be honest, I found it to be absolutely fantastic, to be fair with you. Every time I have been out at sea, the AIS has warned me about a vessel coming towards me before I've been able to see it come over the horizon. I've got it set to half a nautical mile, so if a boat's going to come within half a nautical mile of me, it will let me know straight away. And for about 5 minutes you'll have beep, 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 you know, warning signs letting you know. I'd rather have the beep beep drive me mad than having a boat plough into the side of me. As you can see on this one, there is a vessel out there off Port Macquarie at the moment. So if you click on it, you can see it's the African quail. It is 16.5 nautical miles away from me, and it's travelling at 13.2 knots. Now, if that was on a collision course with us, the screen would go red and would be getting alarms saying that we should be paying attention to what's going on. As I say, I'm not paid by OnCourse. I've got no association with them. I don't know anything about them. All I know is that if you can't afford the AIS system, which is quite expensive to incorporate onto your boat, this is the absolute best backup. Now, if you click on recording intervals, that's where you get the option of how often the system will update, which can save you a fair amount of mobile data. I've got it set up reasonably frequent because I'd rather waste a little bit of money in mobile data and yet let people know for sure where I am. And the other catch-22 is fishing boats, because they've got top secret fishing spots, even though they've got enough lights that you can see them from outer space. They switch off their AIS so that people don't know where they're fishing, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, but that's a political, legal issue more than anything else. And I'm sure the fishermen disagree with me. I'm sure they think, no, stuff you, and that's fair call too. So I like to keep it as up to date as possible, not only because my friends and family can follow me, but when I log on with Marine Rescue know where I am all the time. They monitor me, they follow me, and they make sure I get into port nice and safe. So, for those that don't have AIS and can't afford AIS, my recommendation is the OnCourse app. It's been invaluable, absolutely invaluable for me. The number of times I think that it's helped me on this passage would be countless, absolutely countless. So if that's your way and that's your vibe, and you are doing a bit of offshore and you want friends and family to know what's going on and where you're at, I would recommend OnCourse. Anyway, that's the end of that video. I hope it's useful for you. I hope it helps you. As I say, I'm not getting a kickback from it. I just like a nice, safe boating community, and that's how I do my AIS on the cheap. Next week on the program, we make our way up to the Gold Coast, which will be a lot of fun. A very emotional moment for me, crossing the New South Wales-Queensland border, which means I've finally sailed my boat in 2 different states in Australia. Big moment. It's an interesting passage. Not a great deal of excitement in it, other than the fact that when you're cruising past the concrete jungle of the Gold Coast and making your way into Southport, not a bad way to spend a day. So I look forward to catching up with you next Monday afternoon. Thank you very much for watching this, and once again, I hope you found it a little bit useful. Bye for now.